The last couple days I've been working on a railing and banister for the cabin. I wound up using leftover posts and tube metal from the scrapyard. You probably didn't know this, but I'm not rich, and that determines why I build things a certain way often. And I was just thinking, what's the cheapest way that I can get the most bang for my buck and still have a good looking handrail and rail system for the cabin? The other day I stopped at the scrapyard and I bought 40 feet of 1.25 inch square tubing and 40 feet of 3/4, and then I bought some strap that's 3 inch so I could make caps for the ends of some of the posts or something like that. And there's just not enough. There wasn't even enough metal to do a solid metal handrail and banister in the cabin. And so what I thought of is, you see these ends? These are ends that I cut off of posts. So not only do they flawlessly match, I've got 7 ends that were just scrap. I can take 7 ends and center them up the stairs and the banister. That way I've got posts every 4 feet, and then I can do 2-inch tubing at the top and bottom, and then run 3/4 spindles every 4 inches, which is code for the handrail and banister. And then that makes it really easy to just come out, and anywhere that I want to put a handrail on the cabin, I can put an identically matching handrail, and I'll attach the 2-inch with those 3-inch pieces of strap, the flat metal I bought. I can just cut 3x3, and I can put 4 screws in the corners, and then just weld the tubing in the middle to attach them to the posts. Jennifer was nice enough to send in string lights for the cabin, and she also sent in this clock. This is what the railing and banister look like, pretty well finished. You'll notice that one has 3, and so there's one missing in the middle down the railing, and I just ran out of material, so I'll have to make another for that. I never made a handrail in my life, but as you can see, it's rock solid. And they're just spot welds. Somebody already mentioned those are ugly, but I haven't even knocked them down with a wire brush or anything. And they're just spot welds because I don't have a large solar system hooked up yet. So of course I can't run a real nice bead, but everything's locked in place. And the spacing, I've never made a railing or a banister in my life, and so code is that it's supposed to be no more than 4 inches above the step. So I started there, and what I found was the distance between the top and the bottom is not the same as the distance between the top and the bottom on the banister because of the angle. And so what I had to end up doing is I pulled I had this spaced 4 inches. I pulled it out and then lowered it, and then it touches the stairs almost the entire way down. But that's how I got it to line up so that it's the exact same height as this other one. And another thing that I could have done, or could still do, is if I were to cut this at the same angle that it is and then turn this around, then it would point square and flat with this, and then I could just connect them with a corner and weld it together. So they are at the same height. I would just have to cut this, turn it, and then it would be, you know, I could weld it into the rest of them. And then, like I say, there needs to be one more going down the stairs. Helga seems to think that it's just fine. And these guys haven't complained at all.